A massive spin! Wise now, is he?
And I don't think Roman's...
What Rollins did to him, and a spear now by Reigns.
Our tribal chief, the one tribal chief, the only tribal chief.
Super spear,
Roman.
23 miles an hour, right through timekeeper.
For Braun Breaker.
Their opponent, Bronson Reed Breaker.
Grayson Seth Rollins, but also badass policy for Rollins.
Paul Heyman has been decades, and a blind man could have seen the master play.
First time ever, these one has quite the history of you're knocking off Sami Zayn. Breaker would go on to regain.
Braun Breaker.
Very big match. Never teamed together. Be sure watching somewhere in the back, lay into the cover, hooks the leg, and a kick.
Well, they all rode.
Whoa, there's the speed of Heyman loves. You know, we mentioned before that back in November when this is an important test for
So much side the future. Braun.
He's learning quickly for the ring. What I mean, here on Raw, he said it. Tag match tonight, of course, he had this all Saturday. He's got the Breaker on Sami kick out. He is the head that wears the crown.
Learning on his
Match on Saturday. I mean, being that he's a fighting champ, he says he needs to save wrestling, destroy wrestling.
the reasons that Jey Uso feels obligated.
Sami Zayn with a tornado tag. The main event, Jey Uso tag made the Breaker. Here, Jey Uso looking to pick up. Bang! A chance to regain his title. Remember, at WrestleMania.
Jey Uso is getting
Oh!
explosivity that brought. Now the dogs are barking.
Per hour speed. Run's got to kick it 2.5. This would not bode.
Build up the speed.
So maybe you can tap Bronson Reed with a send.
Sami Zayn now.
Big people.
Just laying banana.
Oh, Brandon Zayn rolled out of harm's way. Ron Breaker set up, launching himself over. Main event, Jey Uso, suicide. And look who's here, Seth Rollins. Rollins was going to show up. Sami Zayn not fighting back for the world champ. That'll be his. Now Sami Zayn runs into it. Rollins now barking out. Take care of him. Kill the man. And Punk. CM pays the day. Punk, thank goodness for CM Punk told Sami with Rollins in his.
I mean, I have no idea. Doesn't save Sami there.
Sending out El Grande, intercepted by America. Is Punk gonna caught by Styles? Clash. AJ, CM Punk. These three men battle it out and underneath into a neck breaker. It things up as El Grande America.
So they
Goes to LA on Saturday.
CM Brent District.
A moment in this match. A fight out of this. Where they go to sleep now on Styles. Nice takedown by Punk. Grande Americano. Kano into the cover.
And what he getting returns on?
Chad. Go to sleep. Kenny cover. Shades of last week. And Reed. Jey Uso couldn't help. AJ.
Might have hyperextended. Now his
Styles top rope taking it. And AJ Styles now looking for a phenomenal forearm and headbutt took out Styles. Americano.
Let's collide and El Grande. What a win.
Breaker and Uso in center match comes second. And meanwhile, Punk is on Braun Breaker. Rollins isn't last week. Punk fighting back. And a spear to Punk by Sami Zayn back into the steamrolling Zayn. Runs with a stomp to Zayn.
Freaking
And a
Rollins.
stomp to Jey Uso. Back in. Breaker with a spin. And now a stomp to absolute. Uso should have. Right here. Tsunami!
Oh no. Match on Saturday.
Tsunami! And Money in the Bank for Jey Uso against Gunther.
Kicks all around. Right hand. Oh, and a massive spin. Bronson Reed crushing Sami. There by Breaker. Now Dirty Dom, the Intercontinental Champion. A great throw by Dom as he sends it. The steel chair stop. Well, I believe he. Stop by Rollins into the Dominic sets going to LA.
Here is your winner,
There, that Dominic introduced and it backfired for Dom.
Seth freaking
hasn't showed up in weeks to help the Judgment Day.
Rollins!
Well, you know, Dominic, tonight he shows up and it backfires. Benefits. Rollins will be going to Money in the Bank on Finn Balor. Seth Rollins reaps the benefit.
Seth freaking Rollins, Braun Breaker.
Punk Rollins. Go to sleep. The hit and run by CM Punk is successful. Dropping Rollins. Seth Rollins qualifies for Money.
गाइस आज हम बात करेंगे WWE सुपरस्टार और उनके रियल नेम के बारे में। तो ब्रॉक लेसनर का रियल नेम है ब्रॉक एडवर्ड लेसनर। फिन बेलर का रियल नेम है फर्गल डेविड। बॉबी लैस्ली का रियल नेम है फ्रैंकलिन रावर्टो लेस्ली। गुंथर का रियल नेम है वाल्टर हेन। बुकर टी का रियल नेम है बुकर टी और हाफमैन जूनियर। जेडी मैकडोना का रियल नेम है जॉर्डन डेवलिन। सेमिजियन का रियल नेम है रामी सेवेई। सीएम पंक का रियल नेम है फिलिप जैक ब्रुक्स। ओटिस का रियल नेम है निकोला बोगोजिप। कोडी रोड्स का रियल नेम है कोडी गेरेट रेनल्स। लुडविग काइजर का रियल नेम है मार्सेल बार्थेल। डोमिनिक मिस्टीरियो का रियल नेम है डोमिनिक ऑस्कर गुटीरेज। जेवियर वुड्स का रियल नेम है ऑस्टिन बार्टसन। ड्रू मैकिंटायर का रियल नेम है एंड्रयू मैकलिन गेलोवे 4। बिली गुन का रियल नेम है मोंटी मशरूम। केरियन क्रॉस का रियल नेम है केविन परमार सीजर। एरिक का रियल नेम है रेमंड रोवे। केविन ओवंस का रियल नेम है केविन याकिन स्टीन। रिकी सी का रियल नेम है सापोला फाटू जूनियर। जेओसोस का रियल नेम है जोशुआ सैमुअल फाटू। कार्ल एंडरसन का रियल नेम है चार्ड एलेग्रा। जिमी ऊसोस का रियल नेम है जोनाथन सफोला फाटू। बिगी का रियल नेम है एटो रेवन। जिंदर महल का रियल नेम है युवराज सिंह देसी। जॉन सीना का रियल नेम है जॉन फेलिक्स एंथोनी सीना। रिक फ्लेयर का रियल नेम है रिचर्ड मॉर्गन फ्लेयर। जोनी गार्गेनो का रियल नेम है जॉन एंथनी निकोलस गार्गेनो। गोल्डबर्ग का रियल नेम है विलियम स्कॉट गोल्डबर्ग। लोगन पॉल का रियल नेम है लोगन अलेक्जेंडर पॉल। ब्रॉन ब्रेकर का रियल नेम है ब्रॉन्सन रेजिस्टिनर। अर्ट का रियल नेम है रोनी आरोन किलिंग्स। सामोआ जो का रियल नेम है नुफोला जोएल सेनोआ। रेंडी ओटन का रियल नेम है रेंडल कीथ ऑर्टन। मिक फोली का रियल नेम है माइक फ्रांसिस फोली। रिकोसे का रियल नेम है ट्रेवर डीन मॉन। स्टीव ऑस्टिन का रियल नेम है स्टीव जेम्स एंडरसन। रोमन रेंस का रियल नेम है लेथी जोसेफ अनोय। बटिस्टा का रियल नेम है डेविड माइकल बटिस्टा जूनियर। सेथ रोलिंस का रियल नेम है कोल्बी डेनियल लोपेज।